obituaries are brought to you by Moss Service and Hansville Funeral Home. Memorial services for Margaret Rodriguez, age 79 of Cullman, are incomplete and will be announced later by Cullman Funeral Home. Ms. Rodriguez passed away Friday at her residence. Funeral services for Virgie T. Flashmull, 89 of Cullman, will be at 11 a.m. on Thursday at Cullman Heritage Funeral Home Chapel. The Reverend Robert Morgan officiates interment in the Enon Cemetery. Cullman Heritage is directing. She passed away yesterday at Brookwood Medical Center. Visitation will be 6 to 8 p.m. tomorrow evening. Jeanette Gaines, 91 of Vinemont, died Saturday at Hansville Nursing Home. Cullman Funeral Home is in charge of the arrangements. And those are our obituaries for today, brought to you by Moss Service and Hansville Funeral Home.
Bank presents Today on 2, broadcasting live at channel2cullman.com and archiving our program on the same website. Kind of a rainy morning.
Yeah.
It's going to be a rainy day, I think, and maybe tomorrow morning, too.
You know, I thought this wasn't coming in until tonight, but...
Well, surprise, surprise.
Yeah, really. Oh, wow. Imagine that.
Let's start with the weather for today. Our weather is brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet on Cherokee Avenue. We start with the Weather Almanac for the 25th of February. The average high in Cullman is now 59. The average low is 38. Record high 80 in 1918. Record low 7 in 1967. Sunset at 5:40. Sunrise at 6:21 tomorrow morning. There's the satellite picture. You can see rain moving through North Alabama. Well, it's coming out of Arkansas and Mississippi. Looks like it's going to be rainy for a while. One more satellite picture to show you. There you go. And here's our forecast for today. We can expect about a 30% chance of rain today. Cloudy skies with a high temperature of 53 degrees. For tonight, cloudy, windy, 60% chance of rain turning to snow by tomorrow morning. Low of 29, less than a half inch is possible. We've heard that before, haven't we? Tomorrow, mostly sunny, windy, 20% chance of morning snow with a high near 35. On Thursday, sunny, a high of 46, 53 on Friday, and 50 on Saturday. So below normal temperatures, but hopefully we don't get much more than a dusting by tomorrow morning.
Maybe not.
At least with the temperatures, whatever we get will probably be slushy unless we do like that Tuesday morning a couple of weeks ago and we got 4 inches.
Yeah. Ice. Whatever. Yeah.
Let's see. We are going to talk, our guest is going to talk today about a 5K run in addition to other things. And you know I'm kind of fond of Key West.
Yes, you are.
Saw this story in the Key West newspaper on this weekend. A couple of guys were talking. One guy had just run in a 5K.
Okay.
Said it was the worst thing he did in his life.
Oh. Was it like the only
almost
time?
Killed him.
First time he'd ever done that?
Yes,
Maybe?
first time he'd ever done it.
First and last, I'm sure.
And last.
Yeah.
He said that he finished next to last.
Oh.
The person who finished last had a disability.
I was thinking he was in his 90s, you know, the first one.
Well, maybe
okay.
so.
Yeah.
So these guys were talking about, well, shouldn't there be a race for people who can't run a 5K?
Why bother?
So they came up with a 0K
Okay.
run in Key West.
Okay, well, that would be the place to do it.
Yes. Now, one of the big races in Key West is over the 7 Mile Bridge, which is a famous landmark. You run for 7 miles, obviously, across the bridge. Right. Well, these guys have found a bridge in the Keys that is a cement slab. It measures 360 feet. A little longer than a football field. Okay? So they are going to do a 0K race on April 5th across this, it's called Cow Key. Cow is the name of the key there. Cow Key Bridge.
Okay.
There will be a water station halfway for those who are exhausted.
Of course there will.
Some of the teams that have entered say they are going to run a relay
Oh, okay.
with support vehicles. And you can sign up, it's free, you get a t-shirt.
Oh,
you know, just
wow.
like everything else.
Yeah.
And the guy said, I thought this was pretty good. It accentuates what we do in Key West, having a good time and doing silly things.
Very good.
And one of them said, I just walked it the other day, and it's exhausting.
Oh.
Okay, so for those of you who are not in shape to do a 5K, head for Key West.
That would be more my speed. I'm not a runner. I'm a walker, but I'm not a runner. So
If I was there, I would participate.
Yes,
No
you
doubt about that.
and you probably wouldn't come out last either.
Well, I don't know about that.
Oh my goodness.
Okay,
gracious.
who's our Facebook friend today?
Well, let's take a look at that. Who do we have? Mr. Kenlon?
Kenlon, yeah.
Kenlon Burchin? Okay, a little different there. And what does Kenlon like? He likes country music and reading. So, congratulations for being our friend. We want to thank you for that, and we will reward you with that large barbecue sandwich from Mad Dog Mike's Famous Barbecue. Just please remember to come by here, get that gift certificate.
And who's coming to see us today?
Well, Miss Misty Howse is here, and she is with a group called Be the One. Is that correct? Be the One? Bible study. Bible for Teens is what she's with. Okay, sorry. And they're having a 5K run. And I'm hoping that the teens will be able to participate and get through the whole 5K. But, you know, teens are a lot more energetic than old folks, so they probably won't have any problems at all. But we're going to get all the details about her organization and what's coming up.
Okay, George Spear is here with news and commentary right after this.
There's stuff around your house, but we don't make stuff. We make ovens. Dual fuel, double ovens. And they bake so evenly that now delicious is something you can depend on. We only make things for one room. The best room. Your kitchen. We're devoted to it. And you can feel it in everything we make. Nobody knows the kitchen like KitchenAid.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Cullman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
At Premier Bank, we take pride in serving our community. We respect our customers, and we've won awards for our ethical conduct. We're motivated to do all we can for you, and we're interested in your banking needs. We're efficient, safe, and sound, and our relationships with our customers are second to none.
At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
Rainy Tuesday morning. Looking at local news, the Alabama Republican Party's candidate committee has decided to turn down the two Drakes running for state office. They disallowed ballot access to Cullman attorney Tommy Drake and his wife Kimberly Drake. Of course, Tommy Drake, what was he was going to run for? He was going to run as Senate, run against Robert Adderholt. That's right, the congressman. What's interesting is that, a couple of weeks ago we had Tom Drake. That's Tom Drake Sr.'s son, Tommy Drake. I asked Tom Drake a couple of weeks ago, and that's politics. I said, well, Tom, since your son's running on the Republican ticket, plans to, I said, will you have a split party vote this next time? Boy, he was adamant. No. Said he and his wife are going to have lifelong Democrats on his tombstone. At any rate, According to the Associated Press, Tommy Drake has not ruled out running on an independent party ticket. I don't know. Sometimes, most of the time, that's a kiss of death. I can't think of a single person who's ran as an independent who's won in Alabama. Also, it looks as though that unseasonably warm, rather cold temperatures, along with all the rain, has had an effect on the construction of the new Coleman High School building site. They maybe are 20 days behind, they say, because of these extremely cold temperatures and all the bad weather we've had. They're hoping maybe to catch up. Senator Richard Shelby in Limestone County yesterday told reporters there are places to shrink the defense budget, but he says it has to be done carefully. He says budget cuts cannot be allowed to compromise U.S. security or commitments to our allies. Yet the proposed budget cuts will make our military pre-World War II levels, and that was dangerous then. I mean, you know, when you think about it. Of course, Shelby was in Limestone County and near Huntsville talking about the importance of keeping military contractors at work, because that means obviously jobs and such. But it's kind of scary when you consider the kind of cuts they're talking about. And they've backed off the idea of cutting benefits, or rather cutting retirements for those retirees 62 and younger, but and maybe closing commissaries. I don't know what they're going to do, though, unless they just totally eliminate a lot of positions in the military, and that appears to be what they're wanting to do, is cut the number of forces. 40,000. Oh, gosh. And you remember, I've talked about this before, when World War I began, America wasn't ready. When World War II began, America wasn't ready. In World War I, General Pershing spent a year after the war began, and we got involved, spent a year getting people recruited, getting people drafted, getting enough forces in France in order to have an American presence in that war. A year. Well, how quickly we forget in America. U.S. Supreme Court justices declined to review two cases dealing with the ability of an 18 to 20-year-old to buy and carry a firearm, according to CNN. Alabama's concealed carry law applies to vehicles and mandates that the weapon be unloaded if it's in your vehicle. Neither the weapon nor ammunition may be readily accessible, it says. Vehicles without separate compartments must have the weapon in a locked container besides the glove compartment or console. So I guess I didn't realize that was the restriction that they had on this new right to carry law. Permits are not mandatory if the weapon is unloaded and out of reach. That's one that I remember as part of the law. Now sheriffs no longer have the discretion of issuing permits to qualified people. Basically, everyone can get one, I guess, unless you're a serial killer. And if so, you should be behind bars already. State Senator Scott Beeson, a Republican from Gardendale, sponsored a bill last week to legalize loaded weapons in cars without a permit. So Alabama's going one way, and those folks in Washington are coming another. And there's very little to be said except that I think the mood of the nation in general is that we prize the Second Amendment, don't we? That we would have a right to carry arms. Piers Morgan learned that. He will soon be leaving CNN because this Englishman took it upon himself to start a basic campaign against guns and such. So, and it happened 50 years ago today. Now, I didn't see it. I saw lots of film clips of it after it happened. Does anyone remember a man by the name of Cassius Clay? Muhammad Ali fought Sonny Liston. That's 50 years ago today. At the end of that match, whenever Muhammad Ali, as he was known later, after he successfully defeated the draft, was going to send him to Vietnam, Muhammad Ali said, "I'm the king of the world, I'm the king of the world," all that. Everyone talked about it. And it was, of course, a momentous time in boxing history. But now the FBI has released records under the Freedom of Information Act that says they believe that the fight may have been fixed by a Las Vegas figure who was tied to organized crime and to Sonny Liston. Too late to prove anything one way or the other. Kind of interesting, is it not? Stay tuned, more of Today on 2 after this.
At Premier Bank, we're a bit old-fashioned. we actually answer the telephone when you call. However, old-fashioned doesn't mean we aren't up to date. With the latest technology, Premier Bank meets the various needs of our customers. Mobile smartphone banking, internet banking, ATMs, convenient offices. At Premier Bank, we have the right products right now with good old-fashioned customer service. At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
Life lived in black and white is not a life lived. Today, I choose color. To see it. To feel it. To be in it. To be upon it. And to live a life surrounded by it. Today, I put on a fresh coat.
This part of our program, we have some prizes we sure would like to give away. Let's see what we have in the closet to give away for prizes. We have the cheeseburger combo from the Busy Bee Cafe, and we have the bag of apples from Steel Orchard. And we have a large 3-topping pizza from Pizza Hut in Hanceville. Those are the prizes we have for today. All you have to do is correctly answer a question about one of our merchant ads. And we will start showing you the ads here in just a second or two, starting with Auto Tech Repair and Service located on County Road 1354 in Vinemont. They do all kinds of major repair on your engine, transmission, and brakes. That's Auto Tech.
Mullins Body Shop. They do a great job of body work on your car and also can do towing for you. That's Mullins Body Shop in the Phelan area.
Deb's Bookstore, your hometown bookstore just down the road. Gift certificates are available. Browsers are always welcome. Located on 3rd Street Southwest across from the parking deck.
It's My Party. Balloons of all shapes and sizes are available. The Singing Telegram from Lulu the Gorilla is a great way to say hi to somebody, and anything you need for any type of party at It's My Party. They're located on 2nd Avenue.
Brown & Company Beverages offers a toast to fine wine and beverages. Brown & Company Beverages is on Highway 157 Northwest.
And Coleman Wellness and Aquatic Center, where they have day passes available if you just want to check it out and see what it's all about. But if you really want to do a good job, sign up for that monthly contract, and that way you can get fit.
And the Candle Garden moved to a new location just a couple of weeks ago next to Moe's Barbecue right downtown. They had hand-poured candles and over 50 fragrances. That's the Candle Garden.
The Busy Bee Cafe, established in 1919 and still going strong. It's Coleman's one and only place for German meals all year round, and they do have some new dinner hours Fridays and Saturday nights from 2 until 9.
Jolly Time Rentals, where fun is always in the air. They have those big inflatables, slides and water slides, and bounce slide combos. Call Holly Mullins to book yours today, 256-620-JOLLY.
And be prepared. Don't get caught in the cold. You can go to Grand Point Pharmacy, and they can help you out with a wide selection of cold remedies, fast, convenient service in a new building, Grand Point Pharmacy.
Barnett Tax Service. Elma Barnett can fill out your tax return and do the electronic filing. She also does bookkeeping services, including preparing W-2s and 1099s. Barnett Tax Service. There we go with the merchant ads for today. Tell us our question for today. Tell us which advertiser offers a toast. Which advertiser offers a toast in the ad? 256-734-7399 is our telephone number. And let's see, we have the cheeseburger combo from the Busy Bee. We have the bag of apples from Steel Orchard and a large pizza from Pizza Hut in Hanceville as our prizes for today. Go ahead and call in right now while we watch Money Matters, brought to you by Premier Bank.
Hello, I'm Adam Shedd with Premier Bank. Today I would like to talk to you about the importance of having a checking account through tax refund time. Not only can the funds be direct deposited, but it can also be accessed immediately by using either your debit card, by getting checks at your bank, or by getting cash at your local bank. This will also save you time by not having to use a stored value card with your tax refund on it, or by not getting your check through the mail. A checking account is very important through everyday life, especially during tax refund time. This has been Money Matters with Premier Bank.
Okay, we'll see if we can give away our prize for today. Once again, the question for today, which advertiser says they have a toast? Not Texas toast.
Not Texas toast.
Toast.
Not French toast.
And not French toast, that's right. Okay, who's calling, please?
Marlon.
Hi, Marlon. From where are you calling?
Coleman.
Okay, which advertiser says they have a toast?
Brown Company.
There you go. Brown and Company Beverages is the right answer. Stay on the line, please. Thanks for calling in. A toast to wine and beer.
Beer, yeah.
That's right. Let's look at the rest of our merchant ads right now. This time we start with Cups Accounting and Tax Service. They offer quality service at reasonable rates. Check with Cups before you pay too much in having your taxes filled out. Cups Accounting and Tax Service.
Tires for Less is more than just tires. They do feature Bridgestone and Firestone brands, but you can also have the oil change there, have them do some minor engine repairs for you, change shocks and brakes. Go see Greg and the guys at Tires for Less.
Cotton State Barns of Coleman. You can buy or rent to own carports, playsets, utility trailers, and storage buildings. There's no credit check. You're automatically approved at Cotton State Barns of Coleman.
Yates Chance Christian Bookstore, you can choose from their extensive selection of books. They have everything from inspiration to biographies. And of course, it's located right there in the South Coleman Shopping Center. That's Yates Chance Christian Bookstore.
Barnett Tax Service can fill out your tax returns, do the electronic filing. Been serving Coleman for 41 years now, located on Main Avenue, a block north of the post office.
And Be Fit, they're located right next to Renard's Gallery and Gifts, and it's a great way to get fit. There's no contract. It's just $50 a month, but that does include a personal trainer. Change your body and your life at Be Fit.
Kalos Salon and Day Spa. Walk-ins are welcome. They're open today from 8 until 6, and actually every Tuesday through Saturday. 9 stylists to serve you on 1st Avenue Southwest.
And the Red Velvet Cake is still a blizzard. It's the blizzard of the month for February, or you could make it into a cake and really enjoy a lot of it. That's all at Dairy Queen, and don't forget about their $5 lunch that's available from 11 to 4 every afternoon.
Earl's Body Shop, where they do towing, large and small, local or long distance. Of course, they also do auto body repair as well. Earl's Body Shop is on Highway 31 North.
There's Hansville Pizza Hut offering 10% off for their Wallace State students. They're right across the street from the college, so what a great way to have a great meal. And also they do have a lunch buffet from 11 to 2. That's Hansville Pizza Hut.
Mad Dog Mike's Famous Barbecue offers the family barbecue pack, a pound of barbecue, 2 sides and 4 buns, just $13.99, located on Highway 278 in the Berlin Quick Stop.
Mr. Hicks Menswear, he's located on Compass Way. He offers suits made to your measurements. Doesn't get much better than that. And of course, they have the necktie sale going on right now. That's Mr. Hicks Menswear.
There we go with the merchant ads for today. A couple of birthdays to tell you about. People celebrating on the 25th day of February.
Let's take a look at that, can we? Or should I just go ahead and get this out of here? Well, Bob Cheney has a birthday today, along with Carol Wren. Is that what that says? Oh, wrong day. Justin Mann and Robert Lee. If I could pick the right date, that would be even better. All right, so happy birthday. Other ones are going to have theirs tomorrow. We will be rewarding everybody with that receives. We'll put their name in a drawing on Friday. I've gotten all confused now, and then they will get that frozen cake from Dairy Queen. How about that?
Okay, we're going to talk to Misty Howse right after this.
In the nation, we reward safe driving. Add Vanishing Deductible from Nationwide Insurance and get $100 off every year of safe driving, which means you could save a lot of Benjamins. We put members first because we don't have shareholders. Join the nation.
Nationwide is on your side.
Bibles for Teens is a program that started about 3 years ago, and Misty Howse is one of the original, organizers, right? Is that a good way to put it? And she's here today to tell us a little bit about this program, but also to tell us about the 5K run. But before we get into the 5K, let's start. How did this get started?
Well, it really originated out of just a desire to share the gospel with kids, and because teachers sometimes don't get an opportunity to do that in the classroom. As a classroom teacher, I taught high school, and I didn't get a chance to really get to speak to kids about the gospel. And so, but they have a lot of questions, and they want to know who God is. So we started, we found this Bible that's called Finding God, and in the front of it, it has 83 questions that give kids a place to start. Questions like, if I become a Christian, will my personality have to change? Or does God love me even when I mess up? That kind of thing. So it gives them a place to start, and then it gives scripture and answers for them. So that's kind of how that got started.
Almost like a workbook.
Yeah, well,
kind of.
Sort of.
As a teacher, you probably like that, huh? Yeah, I was thinking.
Good.
Yeah, but it's not your typical Bible that you just hand to the kid and say, here, read it.
Right.
And Bible can be very confusing sometimes.
Confusing and big and intimidating.
Right,
and so,
right.
It's an NIV, New Testament, and so it's just a simple, streamlined, and we really geared it toward the kids. Mm-hmm. So I think it's good. We've gotten some good feedback from students who've used it and enjoy it. And so part of what we're doing in order to bring awareness to the community and people about Bibles for Teens is we're hosting a 5K.
Okay.
In March 22nd, we're doing a Be the One 5K and fun run. And that's going to be at the Coleman Fest Hall. It starts at 9 a.m., registration's at 8. And then the fun run will follow the 5K. And we're having all divisions and prizes for each age group. Overall, it's going to be the Strawberry Fest or Oktoberfest course. So you can go to active.com and register, pre-register. You could also go to biblesforteens.com, and there's a link there where they can sign up. And we just want to thank the community and all the sponsors who've just gotten involved. There are a lot of benevolent people in Coleman.
Definitely.
And they believe in our cause. They believe in giving back to kids, and so we're really excited about that.
I wanted to point out the fun run. If you want to do that, you could do that. Because, see, it's just for fun. You don't have to be stressed out about 5K. And if you want to walk it, you could do that, right?
You can walk the 5K.
Yeah.
It's all for a good purpose. And so the Be the One came about because we want kids to understand that they can get involved. They can be the one to stop bullying in your schools. You can be the one to say no to drugs, to take up for other people. You can be the one to pay attention to your friends and know when they're struggling. Kids are really stressed, and they are turning to all kinds of things, self-abuse, that kind of thing. And we just want to encourage them that there's a hope. God has a hope and a plan for their life. And so that's what we're all about, sharing that news. As Christians, we're all called to share the news. So a lot of our sponsors are involved because they realize they want to share the news, and they get to do it right here in their backyard or their front door, so to speak.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, how do you do that? Are you still teaching school?
I'm not. I'm doing this full time.
Okay.
And we either go through the SCAs or we host breakfast off campus. We, are in guidelines as far as that goes.
Yeah.
We don't infringe, and nobody absolutely has to take the Bible if they don't want it. But
Right.
it's there, and we want to offer that hope and be a resource. As we grow, our goal is to even help kids, like if they need senior pictures, or if they don't have money for field trips in high school, that's kind of left out. Elementaries usually get a lot of help.
Right.
But this age group is kind of a left out age group, and unfortunately, kids, if they haven't received Christ by about age 14, between that 14 and 18 ages, the percentage is very low. It's about 6%. So we want to give them the opportunity to know that God has a plan for their life.
Yeah. Well, now, how many? Go ahead.
I was going to say, have you given out the Bibles at all the schools in Coleman County now?
We have. No, they haven't gone out this year for this year's group of seniors, but I'm in the process of doing that
Okay.
now.
Okay.
And but over the past 3 years, we've given over 4,000 Bibles, and we've done Coleman County, Winston County, some in Morgan County. I've even sent some to Africa. Bowshed Ministries, he took a 500 Bibles and is giving them in a Generation Fest that he's doing. So we try to help anybody, any group that wants them.
But it costs money.
It costs money
to buy these Bibles.
Right, and so this is what we call a seed kit, the Bible in the bag and 3 bookmarks, and so people can sponsor that for $7 a Bible or a seed kit. And you can do that on our website as well at biblesforteens.com.
Okay.
We have PayPal available there.
Okay. So if somebody wanted to be a sponsor or just send
they
a
can
donation
be a sponsor,
or
yes.
whatever.
Or if they want to volunteer to help with the 5K or even help just put the Bibles together, there's a whole process, to doing all of that. So
okay.
we welcome volunteers.
So I guess go on your website and
that would be
get
great.
some information.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
And give me that information one more time.
Yes, biblesforteens.com.
Okay, pretty easy. Very good. And the 5K, they can sign up that morning, or can they pre-register?
They can. You can sign up that morning, and we do have T-shirts for those who pre-register. So hopefully there may be some left, or we may even be able to sell those too. So.
Okay, and that's at the Fest Hall.
Yes.
It's going to take place there.
Yes.
Okay.
So we're excited.
Very good.
Thanks for sharing this with the community.
Misty.
We appreciate it.
Sure.
Okay, we'll have more right after this.
At Premier Bank, we are very proud of the long-lasting relationships we have with our customers. We'll go almost anywhere to meet your banking needs.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Coleman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
Meet the KitchenAid 36-inch induction cooktop. It might just change the way you cook. Induction technology heats the pan and not the cooking surface to offer you a new level of precision, speed, and energy efficiency. 9 settings give you different levels of heat to achieve precise temperatures and amazing responsiveness. Water boils in just seconds, making this the fastest to boil induction cooktop available. The KitchenAid 36-inch induction cooktop.
Now it's time for our community billboards, brought to you by Pepsi and Coleman Jefferson Gas. The 5th Annual Legacy Gala is going to be taking place at Sacred Heart on Saturday, March the 1st at the Family Life Center. It's at 7 o'clock. Entertainment by Straightforward and Dave McConnell as Frank Sinatra will be there. And I guess if you wanted more information, you need to tune in tomorrow, because that's who we're going to visit with and find out all the details. And by recycling your aluminum cans through the Coleman Animal Shelter, you can help them provide for their homeless animals. They have a recycling bin at their location, and all donations are welcome. And if you have a community billboard you'd like to share with us, you can email it to channel2coleman@gmail.com, phone 256-734-7399, or be a friend on Facebook, Channel 2 Coleman.
Our weather forecast brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet on Cherokee Avenue. It will be cloudy today, 30% chance of rain this morning with a high of 53. More rain tonight, 60% chance of rain, maybe changing to snow by tomorrow morning, low around 29. Tomorrow, 20% chance of snow in the morning, then becoming sunny with a high of 35. And we have a good buddy coming to see us tomorrow.
Yes, we do. Ernest Houck will be here to talk to us about the Sacred Heart event that's coming up on Saturday. So
that's our program for today, brought to you by Premier Bank.
Hope you have a great day.